guys, my name's Terry. Today I'm going to be doing a video on changing the hard drive on an Acer XC600, which is a small computer, and after changing the hard drive I'm going to be showing you how to fit Windows 7 onto it. I'm going to be showing you how to go into the BIOS and set the BIOS up. If you're using UEFI settings, I'll show you how to do that as well, but you've got to have the settings on so you can boot from CD or external device if you're using a USB. So I'm going to be showing you how to do all that today. So let's crack on with the rest of the video. Alright everyone, I'm back again now. This is the little Acer I'm going to be changing the hard drive on today. I've got the hard drive here. It's a Western Digital Blue Series 1TB. That's the hard drive that's going to be going in here today. This is the little Acer XC600. So I'll crack on now and show you how to do it. Right. Just turn it round. Could do with a new wireless card as well, I think, by the kept them aerials. Got two screws here, one at the top, one at the bottom. Just take them out first. It's always best as well to use a magnetic screwdriver if you can, because the screws are tiny and they're fiddly, so using a magnetic screwdriver makes the work a lot easier. Right, when you've took your screws out, you just pull this here at the back and take your side panel off. Put this side panel down on the floor out the way. Right. Next to come off is this front bezel. To get this off, you've got three clips here, one at the top, one at the middle and one at the bottom. Just pull these back and take it off like that. Knock your bezel off. Just put that to the side. And this is where your hard drive is. It's on the other side of this optical drive, so you've got to take this unit out. So to get this unit out, I'll just turn it around. I've got two screws, one at the top and one at the bottom. Just take these out. There's a bit of noise in the background as well, I'm sorry about that, because it's working in the building next door, so I apologise. Right, we took them two screws out and now we want to pull this out. And that's the unit out. Right, to begin with, just undo your two SATA cables, your power and your data, just to give it a little bit more access. Right, you've got two screws on this side and you've got the same on this side, so take these two screws out here. Just turn it round, split up the other two. Only just changed this hard drive as well yesterday. I got the both of them brand new off Amazon on Sunday, which was what, 3 days ago. Right. That's your hard drive out, it just slides out of that socket. Yeah, as I was saying, I got these two hard drives 3 days ago. This one is to go in here, and the other one that I'm going to put back in here is to go in another computer I'm going to be building in a couple of weeks. But when I put this one in and run it, it started making like a light rumbling sound, so I don't know whether there's problems with it or what when it's spinning. So what I'm going to do is put that other brand new one in there and run that, and if that's running the same, I'm going to be sending the both of them back to Amazon for a replacement. But before I do that, I just want to check that that one is alright, because if that's alright, I'll keep that and just send the one back. When you take your hard drive out, always hold it at the sides, never hold it at the back in this area. All that stuff about static shock. So that's your hard drive out. Put it down on its face, label side down. Put this new one in and see if this is any different. It's just the same again, the opposite to what you've just done. When you're putting it in, put it label side, facing the optical drive. And just slide it in. Put your screws back in the top here. Just put them in snug, you don't have to go mad tightening them up. You don't want to mess the thread up and then you find you can't get the screw back out and it's only halfway in, you're not going to get this fully closed back in. So just be careful when it comes to putting your screws back in. These ones aren't too bad because they're pretty strong. The thumb screws, the ones I took out first, they're very flimsy, so I can see the threads messing up on them dead easy. It's the last one going in now. That's your hard drive in your enclosure. Next, we're going to connect the SATA cables again. They just clip back on. That's them back in. Just slide this unit back in. Just check that there's no wires catching on anything here when you do put it back in. And you're good to go. Right, first I'm going to put these front screws back in. Again, one at the top and one at the bottom. And that's your hard drive changed. Didn't take long, did it? Right now, you put your front bezel back on. Just line that up. And then just push it till you hear it click. It's back on. Now we put the side panel back on. Just get it flush and just push it in. always dead fiddly these to get back in. That's it. And then last, you just want to put your 2 screws back on the back. And that's everything done. And that's how you change the hard drive on an Acer Aspire XC600. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned something from what I've just showed you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to be installing Windows 7 onto that drive. So I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Okay guys, I'm back now. Now I'm going to install Windows 7 into this PC on the new drive I've just installed. I'm going to install this by a USB. I'm not using a disk. So I've got my Windows installed onto the USB, and I've made it bootable with Rufus, which is a piece of software that you use to make your USB a bootable device, so you can install your operating system on your PC via USB. So we'll just start the computer up now and go into BIOS by pressing delete. Now we're in the BIOS, and because this BIOS is UEFI settings, there's a couple of settings that you have to make sure are set to what I'm going to show you. This one, secure boot, you want to make sure that that's disabled. And then another one, go into boot options, and where it's got launch CSM at the top, make sure that's on always. To change them, because they're highlighted, you just press enter, and then it'll give you the option to either enable it or disable it. Once they're set like that, go on to exit, click enter, save and exit, and then press F12 to go into the boot menu. Right, we're now in the boot menu. I have 4 devices in this window which I can boot from. Top one is the Western Digital that I've just put in. This second one is the optical drive that's in the computer. This third one is my external CD and DVD writer. And the bottom one is the USB that I've got installed with the copy of Windows on. So I'm going to choose the bottom one, the USB. Press enter. And now it should boot from the USB. Says choose an operating system to start, or press tab to select the tool. Now Windows is loading files. There's several copies of Windows on this USB. So I'm going to pick Windows 7 Ultimate. Find it's a lot quicker installing your OS with a USB than a disk. Not much quicker, but a little bit quicker. Right, on this window, it's just your language you want in your OS, your time and currency format, and your keyboard and input method. Just leave all that as it is, click next, and then install now. Right, as I said before, I've got a few copies of Windows 7 on this PC. Sorry, on the USB. Mine's a 64-bit machine. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top ones are for 32-bit machines. So I want to pick the bottom one, Windows 7 Ultimate by 64-bit, and click next. When you do this, you won't have all them copies of Windows on it, you'll just have the one copy, so you won't even get to that window. Accept the terms of the license, click next. And in this window, it's asking you which type of installation do you want. Do you want to upgrade to a newer version of Windows that you've already got installed on your drive? Or do you want to do a fresh install? As it's a new drive, I'm going to choose the bottom option, which is a custom advanced, which is the fresh install basically. This window will show all the drives that you're going to have on your PC. I've got an external portable hard drive which I connect up to this PC, but I haven't got it plugged in at the moment, so it's just showing the one drive, which is the Western Digital Blue that I've just put in. Now if you're doing this on an old drive that's already got a copy of Windows on it, at this stage you'll have some options here saying format and delete. I suggest that you click on format. Once you've highlighted the drive, I suggest you click on format to format the whole drive, and that'll totally clean the drive to do a fresh install. Once you've sorted all that out, just click next. And now Windows is installing. This probably takes roughly here, it's a brand new drive, plus I'm doing it via USB. This will probably take about 10 minutes, something like that. But I'll leave the video running just so you can see all of everything what's happening. A lot of people fast forward the videos at this stage, but I'd rather leave it running so you can see everything what's going on, just in case there's something you're not sure about. I can't believe I've had to change that hard drive again. I only put a brand new hard drive in there Monday I think it was, and today's Wednesday. So that hard drive is going to be getting sent back to Amazon. When I've installed this OS on this hard drive, I'm going to leave it running for a bit. Put it through its paces and see if there's any noise coming from that one. And if there's noise coming from that one as well, the both of them can go back. But at the moment, I can't hear a thing. It's silent. So I think this one may be okay. Amazon will just replace it for another new one. They're usually okay, Amazon, with sending stuff back in there. It's just a pain in the arse sending stuff back and going through all that process, taking it to the post office to send it back, or whatever way you've got to do it. Does your head in. This is installing pretty quick actually, via the USB. I'll also be doing another video on how to make your USB bootable with Rufus. Rufus is just a software that you can use. It's portable software, it doesn't install onto your desktop. You just go into Google, put in Rufus, it'll give you a link to the site, go on the site and go through the options there. Make sure before you do start the options that you have the copy of Windows on your desktop and your USB flash drive is in the computer. Just so Rufus can locate the copy of Windows and locate your USB, and then Rufus will do everything else for you. It'll tell you when it's ended, and then you can take your USB out and it's all done. I'd say Rufus was about the best to do it with. And as I say, it's portable as well, so it doesn't get installed on your desktop. So you're not getting no adware or any crap with it getting installed onto your PC. I'm going to be banging out a few videos about computers and stuff. I've just started doing this today. I've just got myself a decent HD camera, and next I'm going to get myself a Blue Yeti mic and the pop filter that goes on the front, so I can have quality audio as well as quality video. There's nothing worse than watching a video of something you want to learn and the footage is terrible, or you can't hear the audio. Or another thing I don't like is people who do videos showing you how to do stuff but there's no audio in it. They type everything on the screen through Notepad or another software to use for typing. I'd rather be shown exactly what to do and hear someone telling me, instead of watching it on the screen and then you're whizzing through it trying to read everything that gets read before the screen changes. This is now at 95%, so it has installed pretty quick. I installed a copy of Windows 8 the other day onto the drive I've just took out, and that took about 15 minutes doing it by disk, but this has been really quick now. It's just installing features, installing updates. Once it completes the installation, it will then reboot. At the reboot stage, I want to take the USB out and then go back into the BIOS and make sure everything's set up so it boots the desktop. It's now going to restart, so I'll get ready to pull the USB out. Right, we want to press delete again. Go into the BIOS. Secure boot still disabled. Launch CSM still always. Right, we're going to exit. And after we exit, it should boot to the desktop. Because you chose the boot options at the start to be from the USB, after the OS is installed, it will then start booting to the hard drive, from the hard drive automatically, so you don't have to go back into the boot options and set it up to be from the hard drive. So we're going to exit this, and now it should boot to the desktop. And there it is. It's now installing Windows 7. A lot of people say Windows 7 is better than Windows 8. I mean, I haven't really had that much experience with Windows 7. Just completing its installation. But yeah, a lot of people say Windows 7 is quicker than Windows 8. Windows 8's okay, I suppose, but sometimes when I've been using it, it does slow down a bit now and then. So I'm going to give Windows 7 a go and see how I go with this. You're wondering as well why the cursor here is so big. It's because the drivers haven't installed yet, and this why the window is so big. All the drivers need to be installed. But I have a driver pack installed on an external portable hard drive which holds thousands and thousands of drivers, so when I've finished the installation, I just run that and that'll find all my missing drivers, and it'll also update the drivers that are already installed to the most up-to-date ones. Or you can do it through Windows Update, whichever you prefer. And that's it. Setup will continue after restarting. Computer's going to restart again now. Sometimes I've seen when you install Windows 7 and it's on the desktop, the driver for your Ethernet cable's missing, and you're supposed to go on the internet to look for that driver or download it through Windows Update. But if the driver's missing for the Ethernet cable, you can't go on the internet, so you're supposed to find your driver. So that's why I have a stash of drivers stored on my external portable hard drive. It just makes things a lot easier. There must be a lot of drivers in it as well, because it's about 9 gig in size, the file. And there we have it. It's now asking to type a username for the computer, so Terry O'Reilly, click next. Set a password for your account. If you want to put a password in, you can. I always do, just in case my bird decides to have a moody through my computer. But there's nothing on there that I want to hide from anyone. And click next. Right, this is use recommended settings, install importance and recommended updates, helps make internet browsing safer, check online for solutions to problems and help Microsoft improve Windows. This is just the window for your updates, so it's just asking you to use recommended settings. Install importance updates only, or ask me later. We always click the top one. And this window is the time zone, to set the time for your country, which mine will be London. Today is the 25th of March 2015 and the time is 8:49. Just click next. It's now finalising my settings. I apologise again if you can hear any banging in the background. It's workmen working on the building next door, which I have no control over, I'm afraid, so I apologise. Logon process initialization failure. Interactive logon process initialization has failed. I don't know what all that was. Let's see what it says now when it restarts. See the way all the writing's big? Well, that's, as I said before, it's because the drivers are missing for the graphics, which when it's finished installing and doing its thing, I'll install all the drivers down for it and it'll be fine. It's now just preparing my desktop. And there we go. Job's a good one. it's all in, as you can see. It's all fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install my drivers, because as you can see, I don't know whether you can see that from the camera where it is. That's my internet connection. It's got a red cross there, so obviously the driver for my Ethernet cable for the internet is missing, so it's not picking up any internet. So I've never had that driver pack in my external portable hard drive. I wouldn't know what to do here to get my internet sorted out. So now I'm going to put all my drivers in, and then I'm going to go through all the update stage and put all the updates in. It takes forever. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned something from what I've just showed you. I will be making future videos soon about different stuff to do with computers and that. If you like watching my video, please subscribe at the bottom and give me a like, and I'll see you next time in the next video.